Hey guys, what's up? It's a Raising Phoenix here. And so today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the 4x4. The 4x4 solving method, like many other bigger cubes solving method, uses reduction. That is when instead of keeping the cube like this, where the both pieces are like this, you keep it like this, where this is one centerpiece, just like the 3x3. These four pieces is one centerpiece, these four pieces is one centerpiece, these two pieces is one edge piece. And like this, you just transform them into something that would normally look like the 3x3. This type of method also incurs a lot of parities. Parities are cases where you do something, you do reduction, and then it turns out into a case impossible on the 3x3. Though it looks like the 3x3, but it's impossible on it. On the 4x4, due to the additional layers which have come from the 3x3, we get many more notations. Like you can move these two instead of just this. You can move the middle layer once or twice. And like this, you get many more complex and many long algorithms. Now, do solving of the 4x4. But before we learn how to solve the 4x4, we need to learn its special notation. Due to many of the more layers and stuff, we'll need to learn more notations than just our normal 3x3 notations. You already know the left, right, up, U, and those kind of algorithms. But now you'll need to learn something called TR, TL, TU, and then TT. TD basically means move two layers of that thing, including one of the middle layer and the side layer which is corresponding to it. So this is the right T, TR. So this is TR, this is TL, TU, TD. Now you know that there's one more part of the algorithm which you need to learn, which is the M moves. So M moves basically happen like this. M up. So MU. This means the upper part of the M. The M is the things which contain in the middle layer. Basically you do a T but you don't move the upper part of it. So that is an M move. So now that we are done with the notations, let's just scramble up the cube. So now we are scrambled with the cube and now we need to solve it. So to solve it, we go with a very simple basic steps, which is to form one centerpiece from all of these four. Basically take the white, 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 white and make one centerpiece. So this will be taken as one, and here there will be two edges which are same in color joining to make one edge. And like this you have to just do with everything and it will become like a 3x3. This is called the reduction method and is very simple and is used by many cubers to solve the bigger cubes. From starting to do this, it's a pure intuitive step, mostly the 4x4, and now you need to think how to make the white centerpiece. So we have two pieces up here already. We can take this piece up here and then this piece is here. So what do we do to get this piece here? So as you see, it's in this side of the corner. It's in the bottom left. So the bottom left is here. So in its way, get two pieces. So basically when you get it up, it removes the two pieces and this piece is not up but down. It should be making a line and then move it out of the way you got it in from and then take it back and you have got the white centerpiece. This will be used in all of the centerpieces formation. So you should be a little friendly with these intuitive steps. So now we have to make the yellow color. So the yellow goes exactly opposite of the white side. So white here, we made a white centerpiece and now we need to make the yellow. Two pieces are already in here. So now we just take this, we have to move it on top, so 2 should be in its way, which is already like that, and now we move it up. Now we should get it away from the way we moved it up. So do this and it's not in the way, and then once you move it back down, it will have a place to come back down to make this shape. Now find the next yellow piece, which is here. Now it's at the bottom right corner. So the bottom right, two things are already here. So these two pieces, but if you do this, it becomes into a diagonal. We don't want that. We want it to become into a line. So what we can do is we can move it once more so that the line is already over here and there should be another yellow piece here. So now as we can see, we have made a line and now we can move it out of the way and then put it back in. So now we have the yellow centerpiece and the white centerpiece made. Now we need to move on to the next side pieces. So make one side piece the same way you made the other pieces. So as you see here, I'm done with the blue centerpiece. And now we need to make the color which is exactly opposite of blue. So you make white, you make yellow, and then you make blue. Then you need to make the color which is exactly opposite of blue, which is green. Luckily we have most of the green already here. So now we can just make the green, and green is being made here, blue, white and yellow is all being made. And now we need to move to the last two centerpieces. On the last two centerpieces, which is red and orange, things start getting a little tricky. This is where you should learn the standard color pattern. So already you have learned almost half of it, that white is opposite yellow, blue is opposite green, and red is opposite orange. And now to know more of this, what I do is blue is here, yellow is here. So keep the yellow on top and blue and a empty space should be there. The empty space should be on the right side. And this means this is the red color and this is the orange. So keep the yellow up, the blue facing you. Go on the right, you'll find the red side. Go on the left, you'll find the orange side. And this is your standard color code. And if you don't do this correctly, the cube will be wrongly placed and it won't be able to properly transform into a 3x3. So now to continue solving this thing. So we need to make orange over here. So we take this piece goes here, it will already make a line and it will take this piece out. As there's already no line in here, even removing one piece will be alright till it makes one line. So if we do this, it becomes into a line. We did a double move and then we move this to the side to get it out of the way and we get that piece back in. So now we are done and only one piece remaining to make it solved. We get this piece goes here, it's already going through a line and it makes a line when it comes over here, as it is the bottom right piece, bottom right and here will make this line. So we do two moves, you move it once and then you move it back. Now the orange side is made and the red side will automatically form. And now we are done with all of the centerpieces. So now here's where a little bit of the algorithm steps come in. So for this step, take an edge. I choose the blue yellow edge. Now there will always be another pair for the blue yellow edge. So find the other blue yellow edge around the cube. As you see, I found it here. And now you need to somehow get it to the same face as your other blue yellow piece. You might get two cases. One of them is this case where it is exactly a parallel. You don't want this to happen, and for this you'll use one algorithm which goes like this: R U R prime F R prime F prime R. And now as you see, it's not parallel and this is under that piece. And now you have got the correct case which you'll need for this step. So what you need to do is do a UT move like this, and then as you see, this piece is finally properly kept, but we have messed up the other parts of the cube. What do we do about that, you may think? We just do this move. We take that piece up a place and then replace it with an unsolved piece. Basically, this piece doesn't match, and that means it's unsolved. So we take this down. So we replace it with an unsolved piece, and then we take the unsolved piece down, and then it's in the place. So the solved piece, we just now moved it up. We have kept the unsolved piece here, and next what do? We do the UT move once again, and then everything goes into proper place, and we have successfully matched one of the pairs. But this is only one of the pairs. Now we need to repeat the step for all of the pairs until and unless we reach the last two edge pairs. But what if you get a case like this, where there's zero unsolved pieces on the top and you need to replace it with this? It's simple. You just get it here, and instead of moving on the top, you move it to the down, put an unsolved piece in the place of it, move it back up, and then do the reverse T move. So now we are on the last case, which is only two edge pieces which are unsolved. So now for this thing, you can't replace it with any other thing. So you need to think of a new thing. And before you, or what you'll normally do, that keep this up and keep this down, just think once again. You need to not do that actually, and keep them parallel this time. And now what you do is do a UT move. You do a UT move and then do the algorithm for swapping the edge around, which I showed you before. R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. And now if you do the reverse T move of what you did, you'll see the entire edges are solved, and now you can just solve them like you'll do in a normal cube. If you find something like this, where the corner piece is actually not possible, as the green, red and white sides are actually green, red and white here. So this corner piece is never possible. So what will you do for this? So all you do is to you have done the color code wrong. So for this, what you need to do is find out where you have made the mistake. As I can see here, that I put red instead of blue here. So I'll do the thing which I normally do in the center pairing step. And now we move this up, we move it out of its place, and we move it down. It's a line, we move this up, we move it out of the place, and we put this down. And now as you can see, it's finally correct and you're done. So what if you incur a case like this, where it should normally become into the cross, but it's not happening? This is what you call as a parity case. In the parity case, what you'll normally do in the 3x3 is stopped because there is somewhat of a mistake happened during the reduction method. And now as we see, this edge has been flipped. And now there's a simple algorithm in which you can flip this edge back up so that you can make the cross once again. This parity algorithm is a really tough algorithm, and you'll have to practice it again and again until you finally get it in your brain. So now repeat with me. R T R T U 2, then you need to move to the bottom. R T U 2, R T U 2, R T prime, u2 lt u2 rt prime u2 rt u2 rt prime u2 rt prime u2. And now, as you see, you have finally fixed this and the cross is formed. This is the parity algorithm. I recommend again and again practicing this, as nobody learns parity algorithms in an instant. It's real. Now this is the second parity case. Even though you have paired up two of the corners and they are in the correct place and solved, two corners are not. This is something that would not normally happen on the 3 by 3. So it's a 4 by 4 parity case. In this case, we also have an algorithm, but this time it's a little easier. So for this parity algorithm, repeat after me. MR2 U2 MR2, then TU2 MR2 and a MU2. And now we have come to a case which is solvable by the 3 by 3. In this case, these two edges were swapped, and once they are swapped, all you need to do is solve them what you normally do in the 3 by 3 using these algorithms. And here we are done with solving the 4 by 4 cube. Hey guys, I hope you liked this video and you would have learned how to solve your 4 by 4 in a very easy and intuitive way. These algorithms, though could be long, the parity ones, you will learn them easily once you get the hang of it. So I recommend practicing the parity algorithms a lot. Thanks for watching, and please be sure to leave a like, subscribe by hitting that red button down below, and be sure to comment all of your doubts in the comment section below, where I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible.